Welcome to the CFD weekly overview of the global financial markets. The euro was little changed against the dollar last week. Excellent NFP data on Friday gave the US dollar additional momentum. However, concerns eased over Italian debt, providing support to the euro. The British pound rose against the dollar upon news that EU negotiator Michel Barnier stated that a Brexit deal in 6 to 8 weeks is a realistic prospect. The Japanese yen was little changed, oscillating in the 110.5 to 111.5 range. In times of uncertainty over global trade relations, investors tend to invest in the Japanese yen. Overall, the US dollar fell last week as investors pocketed some profits from last week's upbeat jobs report. However, trade tensions continue to worry investors, which limited the dollar's decline. The Turkish lira was down 5.3% against the dollar last week. It promises to be an important week for the currency as the Turkish Central Bank meets on Thursday, and interest rates are expected to rise. The lira has lost over 40% of its value since the beginning of the year. Rising anxiety over the US-China trade war and an almost certain interest rate increase by the Federal Reserve later this month hit investors' sentiment on Wall Street. Last week marked the longest run of stock indexes declines since early 2016. Gold prices were little changed, oscillating around the $1,200 level, as the US dollar index edged downward last week. Oil prices fell last week as US inventories rose more than expected. However, US sanctions against Iran in November are looming, and Iranian oil importers, including India, Japan, and South Korea, have been cutting back on Iranian crude purchases. The Trump administration is encouraging big oil-producing countries to keep output high in an effort to lower prices. However, last week, Saudi Arabia stated it was looking to keep crude oil within the $70 to $80 range. US Energy Secretary Rick Perry met Saudi Energy Minister Al-Falih on Monday and will meet with Russian Minister Alexander Novak on Thursday in Moscow. You've been watching the CFD Weekly overview of the global financial markets.